Let's take a look at a couple ways we can count the different possibilities we have when we have some choices to make. One way that we can do this is using something called a tree diagram, because what we'll do is we'll literally draw a little diagram and show how our different choices can branch off and give us more options. So for example, in this case, we have our first choice to make is the kind of pizza we want to get. And so first I can choose between three kinds of pizza. I can choose a sausage pizza, I can choose a pepperoni pizza, or I could choose a cheese pizza. Once we've made that decision, then there are four more choices we can make. We could choose a sausage pizza and then choose a small, a medium, a large, or an extra large pizza. And so hence the name of a tree diagram, we're going to branch this off. If we had more choices to make, we could continue branching off from those. So let's go ahead and finish this tree diagram. I could choose, remember, the pepperoni pizza instead, and once again I can choose the small, the medium, the large, or the extra large pizza. Or I could have chosen the cheese pizza, in which case, again, I would have four choices to make, either the small, the medium, the large, or the extra large. And so what I'll do to find out my total number of choices is just count up how many different branches I ended up with. I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different possibilities for this example. And so that's a tree diagram. It's a very visual way to do it. One quicker way to do this might be just to think of it this way, though. I have first three choices to make, so I'm going to draw three blank spaces for that. For each of those choices, then, I have four options for that, or I misspoke. I have two blank spaces because I have two choices to make. The first choice is what kind of pizza do I want, and so there's three options for that. The second choice is what size do I want. There's four options there. Multiplying all your different choices together also tells you how many possibilities there are. So let's take a look at one more example and choose whether we want to use a tree diagram or the blank space method. In this case, we've got 13 types of flowers to choose from, 15 types of vases, and then 20 types of ribbons. I definitely don't want to make a tree diagram for this one because it's going to be huge. You could if you wanted to, but it's going to be enormous. Instead, I'm going to try the blank space method. Once again, I have three choices to make, so I'm going to make three blank spaces. The first option, I have 13 choices to pick from. For the second decision I have to make about the types of vases, I have 15 choices to pick from. And then finally, for my third decision, I've got 20 choices to pick from. And so simply multiplying each of those different number of choices together, 13 times 15 times 20, gets me my total number of possibilities, which is 3,900. Again, a tree diagram would be a very complicated way to do that. Instead, let's just multiply our different choices together.